Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. I'm going to go through the process and the many options of adding products to your Shopify store so you can make sales. So let us jump in. The first thing we want to do is go over to the left hand side on our Shopify store and tap on products, and this will give you an overview of all of the products in your store. If you haven't got any, then you're in the right place. On the top right hand side you have some options. Now the first option is to import. Importing allows you to add a file by CSV, and this will allow you to import your product catalogs straight from your device in CSV format. Now, if you don't have any, and if you want to learn a little bit more about that, you can go ahead and tap on download sample CSV, and it'll actually show you what it looks like and help you to create that format if you have not yet created a CSV file to upload your products. Now, another way of doing this is going over to the App Store, and you can access this on the left hand side here and tapping on all recommended apps, and then directing yourself at the bottom here to the Shopify App Store. Now, once you go into the Shopify App Store, there are an array of different platforms that you can actually sell from. So if you've got a store, say with Printify, perhaps, right? You can now connect your Printify store to your Shopify store, and whenever you create products, or if you have products already on your Printify account in that store, you can go ahead and just export it to your Shopify store. Okay, but for the most part, if you are looking to add products manually, you're going to go up to the top right and you're going to tap on add product. And if this is a new store, then you want to go ahead and start designing your products. So right at the top, you've got your title. You can put in anything you'd like here, depending on what your actual title is. You also want to go ahead and add a description for your product. Okay, you want to make sure that you include as much detail as possible for your product. You also want to make sure that it sounds good to read, so when people read through it, they want to buy it. You now have the opportunity to upload some media. Now, if you go ahead and tap on select existing, it'll use the media that is already on your Shopify store. So now we just want to tap on upload new. And here we're going to just use this image over here. We're going to click on that and we are going to open it. Now, just remember, this is for example purposes. It is recommended that you use more than one image. This just allows your products to stand out a little bit more. So let's go ahead now, and we've got in our title a tripod, and again we want to say a little something about the actual product. You want to go now and have a look at your pricing. Now this is the interesting part, right? So you can go ahead and you can name your price over here. So let's say we want $200 for this tripod. It's a very special tripod. You can now also add the cost of your item. This makes it easier when you're working out accounting your costs and so forth. So if you want to enter that in, you can go ahead and do so. And then as a bonus tip, if you want to at a later stage create sales on your products, what you're going to do is go ahead and take this price, and this is now only after your product has been published. You want to enter it in there, and you want to enter here your sales price. Okay, so that's for your future benefit. You can go ahead and create sales items over there. Now your inventory, you want to track how much stuff you have. You can either turn that on or off, and you can go ahead and you can enter in the amount of items or units that you have. You can also select if the product has an SKU or a barcode, a unique code that is related directly and only to that product. You can also now enter in the weight over here. So I'm going to go 200 and I'm going to change the decimals to grams. And here you can add customs information. We're not going to go into that now. You can also select whether it is a physical product or not. Going down, if you have any variants in terms of size, color, material, or style, you can actually define it right over here. So let's say we have different sizes. So our option name is size. and the option values. Let's say we've got a small, and then let's tap on add another value. Let's call this medium, and let's tap on add another value, and we're going to call this large. Now, of course, depending on what product you have, you may want to enter multiple variants. So once you say done, that is one variant. You can now also edit that, and you can go and add another option. So let's say you have color or size or material, you can add that additionally. We're going to leave that as is. You can see all your variants now. You can also change the pricing for your variants. Okay, so we're going to go there and make that 300, and we're going to make that 400. We can also change our availability over here per product. Okay, and for each one of them, if you go ahead and actually click on the item, you can keep your SKU for your stock count as well as your barcode. So you can really take control of everything about this product. Now, it also gives you a search engine listing over here. Obviously, mine doesn't look very good. It gives you a title, and it uses your description, and that's what it'll look like. Now you can go over and tap on save, but it is always good to make sure that you are reviewing all of your information. Right over here you can see when you're publishing where it's going to be going. And then also your product organization. You can enter a category over here, the product type, vendor, collections, and you can also add tags. Now, tags are useful when you are selling products. People will search for something and your product will appear in their search because of your tags as well as your title and your description. You can now also go ahead and you can change the theme template that you'd like to use this on. And once you're done, you can tap on save. Now this will be saved to your products categories, your lists. And if you want to edit this at all, you can just from this page over here, go ahead, tap on the product that you want to edit, and you can go and completely change everything about this. You can even delete it just by selecting it over here on the left hand side, and you can go over to the three dots and you can delete that product. Now, if this guide was helpful, you can go ahead, drop us a like to allow us to continue to make great content. If you have any questions, drop it down below and we will catch you next time. Happy selling, people. Peace.